What's up, dudes? I'm Ashley.
And I'm Miranda, and welcome to The Closed Cinema.
This is obviously a podcast. You don't see any faces here. But this is an interesting time in everybody's life.
Yes.
So we've come up with just a couple friends trying to do something while we're in quarantine.
Yes.
So this is the Closed Cinema podcast.
It's going to be a very chill podcast, and we just want to say beforehand that we're not experts on any movie topics or even just movies in general.
We're not critics.
Nope, not at all.
just a couple of friends talking about movies.
Yes.
Maybe you guys can relate to it, but
maybe not.
Maybe not.
Whatever.
There might be some hot takes on here because we're not critics. We're not gonna have the best strong opinions, but we like movies.
Sure do.
You know, it'll be fun.
Yeah, let's just jump into it then. So, I guess we could just introduce ourselves real quick. You wanna go first or me?
You can go first.
Okay, well, we're the same age. We're 20-something, getting old. And we've been best friends since middle school, I think. A pretty long time.
It's 15 years next month, exactly, because it's today, or no. Today's the 20th. So, 15 years on July 18th.
She's the date person. I don't remember anything. I don't have good memory, just FYI for future reference.
Don't expect her to know all the character names.
Yes.
Or the movie
yes. Or her name, yeah. So, yeah, we started off, we started going to the movies when we were, like, probably in high school. We didn't really go in middle school, did we?
I think a couple times we made the parents drive.
Yeah.
But
when hanging out in the
I feel like
mall
it
was
wasn't
cool.
serious, because, we were kids.
Yeah, I don't even remember what we watched, to be honest. Maybe, like, Narnia. That's all I remember.
Yeah, we saw Ninja Assassin for Rain and Lee June.
Yeah, and Pirates. Pirates, too.
Well, actually, Pirates probably set off a lot.
Yeah.
We fun fact. I've gone to the first 3 pirate premieres, not the actual like premiere, but like the red carpet events that they had in Disneyland. And for the third one, because my mom was like a massive Orlando Bloom fan, we took Miranda with us because it's Disneyland as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. We were on the red carpet. There's awkward photos of us on the internet from it that I would like to be erased.
Yes.
But thank goodness we're not showing our faces here, so you guys can't find me.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So, and then once we became adults, we started going to the movies more, and we probably go at least twice a month, if not more.
Yeah, we went a lot, and at least I'm the person who I hyperfixate, so I watch everything over and over. So I spent a lot of money going to the movie theater constantly, but at least before COVID, we were going pretty frequently. Mm-hmm. That was kind of the only thing. We really did. At least me.
And concerts.
Yeah, I go to a lot of concerts, and I get tattoos. Those are like the only 3 things that I really do. And everything's been taken away from me right now because I can't leave my house.
That's why this podcast is born.
Yes. So we got a couple microphones on Amazon.
Yep.
And we were sitting in the bedroom. So it may not be the best sound quality because we're also recording next to each other. And, we were not super cheap. Like, it cost some money. But, like, we're not top of the line equipment.
Nope. She literally has a Trivia Pursuit box as her stand, so
it's doing its job, and this thing is from like 1991, so it's got a couple years older than us.
Yeah.
So nobody can answer these trivia questions for people my age anymore.
Yeah. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I guess, do we need anything else to introduce ourselves?
I guess that kind of shows, like, you guys can get how this vibe is gonna be. It'll be pretty laid back. So we'll just kind of, since this is a movie podcast, at least for now, we'll just kind of talk about the movies that we like. You guys can get more of a feel for us. Yes. And then, so I think might as well start with the our top 5 movies of all time. And yeah, some of these might be hot takes. Do we want to start from number 1 or number 5?
Let's start from number 5.
Number 5? Okay. So I put in my 5th choice, I put The Wedding Singer. So most people have seen this.
I have not.
So we'll get to that at some point, I'm sure. Yes. But I just think, I personally think it's Adam Sandler's best movie. It's definitely the best one between him and Drew Barrymore, but I'm very much love the 80s. My parents raised me on 80s movies and 80s music. So the throwbacks to this and showing the style and having the music and having Billy Idol, who I adore, and it was perfect. And like I like cheesy rom-coms, and I think this one, it's not where it's like super cheesy. It's the one that the guys can watch, even though that's like toxic masculinity, but shout out to those guys. But I think this is a great one that everyone can like, and it's just, I always like it. If I do get married, which I'm not planning on it, Grow Old With You is going to be the song that plays. So there we go. That's my 5th choice.
All right. Well, my 5th choice is kind of going back to the earlier conversation. Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. I actually watched it this morning, or before I got here.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it was like the first movie that I've seen that was very like action. Mm-hmm. And I told Ashley this a couple days ago when we were planning this, but I used to think I like romantic movies, and then looking back, I'm like, I've only liked action movies, and like this was one of them. And I watched this religiously in like 7th grade, or even earlier. I don't remember, but yeah, I would wake up like at 5 a.m. every morning before school and just to watch Pirates of the Caribbean every single day.
So I didn't even wake up on time for school.
Yeah, I know. I'll get to her house, and she's like, I call her, and she won't be awake, so I just go by myself. But, oh yeah, we live near each other, so. Yes. But, yeah, that was my 5th one, I guess.
It's a very solid choice. We already have some history on that. That's definitely one of my mom's top ones as well. And like I said, number 4, I chose Sunshine, which you haven't seen. But it's got Cillian Murphy, it's got Chris Evans, a lot of good actors in it. But I think this is probably one of the most underrated movies. One of the best sci-fi movies out there. It's by Danny Boyle, who did Trainspotting and 28 Days Later. So if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. But it's great. It's good. It's space and bad stuff happens, so it's got that like thriller horror that sci-fi kind of leans to, I feel like. But yeah, so that's my 4th choice.
All right. Just a warning, like I haven't seen a lot of movies. I've only seen like major movies. Well, not even major movies, just movies past like 2010. I feel like
she did not let her parents influence her movies at all when she was a child. Like she
No.
turned off she would change the channel when her dad was watching movies.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like forced upon, but like this is not a movie for my parents. They haven't seen this movie either. But still, like she's growing.
So going off of that, my 4th movie is Frozen.
Oh, nice.
And I don't want to hear hate, okay? Frozen is like,
it's iconic.
I know it was like overhyped, but it was overhyped for a reason. And all the songs are good, and like to me it reminds me of me and my sister. I'm sorry, my sister and I. But yeah, like I feel like my sister's more Anna and I'm more Elsa. So it kind of like, I don't know why you watch a movie by yourself. Never mind. but yeah, I like the songs, and it's just like a really cute movie, I guess.
Agreed.
It's cute in like a depressing way.
Agreed.
Yeah. And that's kind of me. So.
Both of those movies had me crying.
Yeah, I saw them every time when the parents die and when Elsa shuts the door. And yeah.
That moment hurts.
Yeah, it hurts so bad.
But yeah, no, we are top people for the Frozen fan club, so
yeah, don't even come after me, because
I'm gonna come at us. Don't come after me.
No, don't come after me. I am sensitive person.
It's okay. My like second choice will be like the hot take, I'm sure. My third choice is Kingsman. It's so good. We actually, when we first saw this, we actually got to see it for free for like one of those like advanced screenings, and we drove to Phoenix for it.
Yeah.
This is 2 hours away from us.
Yeah.
So we drove to another city for it, I think after work and everything as well.
Yeah, we rushed.
And because it was like late, we didn't expect that many people to be there, but we were like in those front couple rows of the theater, so
we barely made it. No, I think everybody made it in, but they sat in like the very front, I think.
Yeah,
right?
like we were kind of closer to the
and we were
end
getting
of the line.
Scared because they told us we weren't letting people in unless like the critics and stuff. Like if they don't show up, then we get the seats. Or something
people
like
who
that.
actually have the job while we're doing this.
Yeah. yeah. So, yeah, we were getting scared that we won't be able to see it, and we're like, all right, we're not gonna tell anyone if we don't make it in.
Yeah.
Just gonna pretend all like, we made it in.
I know, because I've been waiting for that movie. It just had looked so good.
Yeah.
I was so excited for it, and it was originally supposed to come out on like in October or something the year before, but then they pushed it to the like Valentine's Day, because I think because Samuel L. Jackson character is Valentine. So I think that's why they pushed it. And that's the new one was supposed to come out on Valentine's this year as well, but then they pushed it back to September. Yeah. And we were like all annoyed, but I mean now we've got coronavirus, so,
so it's like,
you know, everything's pushed back.
Yeah.
But it's so funny, great action. Taron Egerton.
Yeah.
Colin Firth. So yeah. it's great. I love Kingsman. I'm very excited to see the next one whenever they release it now.
Yeah. That's a good one. My third Ashley's gonna laugh at me, but it's Cinderella Story.
I knew that was gonna be on there. Hey,
and
it's
it
an
stars
amazing movie.
Hilary Duff and Chad Michael Murray.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just such a good like movie for like teenagers, or like when you're in like the fan fiction world, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
like,
a true like Wattpad story.
Yeah. You're like, oh, I'm the loser of the school. Nobody likes me. But then you get with the popular guy, you know. It's that kind of story, and the popular guy's so nice, kind of. In the end,
was it like, was he Nomad in Princeton Girl?
Yeah, Nomad. Yeah,
it's a good movie.
It's so good. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It's on, I think it's on Netflix. Oh no, Disney Plus.
No,
Netflix,
I think
Netflix.
It's been on Netflix. At least it was not that long ago, but I don't think it's on Disney.
Yeah, I think it's on Netflix, or it's on something for free.
You can find it.
Yeah, you can find it. But yeah, if you don't know, I'm a big Hilary Duff fan, so that was the only thing I watched that's early 2000s. So yeah, yeah, I recommend watching that one.
Great. All right, well, throwing it kind of back, I guess, then to the early 2000s again. My second favorite movie, and honestly, this is probably tied for first, if we're going to be honest. I just don't want to be roasted. It's National Treasure. I don't know how it happened, but National Treasure is the movie that I probably watched it is the movie that I've watched the most in the world. I know every single word of it. I dedicated my younger life to this movie.
Yes, 'cause I was there half the time.
I truly did spend a like Christmas break from school in middle school, where we had like 3 weeks off. I spent every single day of it sitting on my bedroom floor, watching this on repeat, just restarting the DVD while doing speed stacks. But I watched that movie more than 100 times probably, just
definitely more
in that time frame. And then every time we had like a movie night with the family and it was my turn to pick, I continued to ruin my family's life. Everyone in my family has seen this way too much. I actually own like 3 DVDs of it, and I have somehow 2 digital copies. Like,
you liked it that much?
It's a mess, but every time they mentioned a third one, I cried. And we finally got confirmation of the third one happening, and I cried. But they're also doing like a show now with like younger cast, and I don't want that. Oh. I don't want it. We do not need
Riley,
to.
right? Riley.
Yes, Justin Bartha or nothing. We don't need to appease the younger generation to get into National Treasure. If they don't like it, just leave it alone. Don't remake it. Anyways, moving on.
All right. Well, yeah. So my second, well, I was gonna say like she would make us watch it on our way to Disneyland too, because her family would take me to Disneyland a couple times. I remember we had that portable DVD player. Yeah. I think I had it, and she's like, "Bring it."
No, my grandparents have one too.
Oh, do they have it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we did that. But...
No, there's like, if you have the DVD, there's a like game on it, like in the bonus features, where you have to like crack codes and stuff. So when my grandparents, they were driving me to Washington when we were going on like that cruise when I was like 10. That's all I did on the way there. I was watching National Treasure and playing the game on there. So,
my goodness. Okay, anyway, enough about National Treasure. The second one I chose, which kind of set off this whole movie thing for me, was the Star Trek Into the Darkness. Oh, I believe that's the second Star Trek movie.
Second.
The newer Star Trek. So I wasn't really into, especially like superheroes and sci-fi stuff. And then Ashley and my pastor forced me to go to the movie theaters with them.
No force.
After a get together, and then I'm like, Spock. Yes. So I just started liking just sci-fi and like action, like superhero kind of movies since then. I don't think I really went to the movies that much before then, but after that I started going more.
I watched Into Darkness like 2 weeks ago.
Before I went, yeah.
I did watch it. I watched it, like recently. I watched it a couple weeks ago because it's just such a good one.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I think I first saw it with my dad like the opening weekend, and then I think we went probably like the second week it was out with.
Yeah, it was fairly new. Yeah. Yeah, it was just a good movie, and like before my dad liked all these sci-fi, and I'm like, he's a nerd, so like I didn't want to be like him. But I'm like, now I'm nerdier than him. I can't stand it.
Right.
But yeah, he like has all the Star Wars collection and stuff. So like the DVDs, he has all of them. So I'm like, can I borrow it? And so I borrow it, and yeah.
I have all my dad's like, not all of them, but I have quite a few of his like original Star Wars toys. From back in the day.
Yeah.
I have like this like big old Millennium Falcon, and I have like a trash compactor toy and everything. And now I'm like, I way out nerded my dad.
Yeah. I don't think they expected this, but it's their fault, right? Kind of.
It is.
Yeah.
It's definitely his fault. All right, and then so number one for me is Captain America: Winter Soldier. It's
a good one.
The best Marvel movie. It is the best. I don't care what anyone says, and I think it's the best.
That's good. It's really good.
But it just, I think this is the most I've seen. No, it's not the most I've seen a movie in theaters, because I've seen Two Towers the most.
Oh, yeah.
But I saw this movie 8 times when it was in the theaters. And then I watched it like every freaking day when I had the Blu-ray. I was already a Marvel fan before this because I really liked Loki. So for Thor, I really liked Loki, and I'd seen all the movies as they were coming out besides Hulk. I watched the Eric Bana one. I didn't want to watch the other one for some reason. But I went, I saw Iron Man when it first came out with my dad. Went to Avengers with like another friend, and Thor with another friend, and I really like Loki, and like I liked the Captain America movie, but it was never like at first one of my favorites. I was always like Loki with Thor, the first Avenger. But then when Winter Soldier came out, like that, like it just, I went from like kind of nerd to like a massive nerd. Like this one completely like changed the game for me, and I just changed me. It's so good. I adore Chris Evans. I adore Sebastian Stan. I was lucky enough to go to a Comic-Con and meet them, and cry and
a lot.
But yeah, it's great. It's great. I don't know what I can say, because I just feel like I'm gonna ramble just by saying it's awesome, it's amazing, I love it.
I feel like is there anybody who doesn't like that movie who likes Marvel? Like it's such a good like Marvel movie. Like
even if it's not your favorite, I feel like you have to put it in like top 3, top 5.
at least. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people switch to like Thor Ragnarok and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Ones. Yeah.
But this one is just, it's so good.
It's really good. Yeah. So going off of that, so that was the first, I think, Marvel movie that I watched that I liked. Because
I made you go to it.
Yeah, after Star Trek, like a week later, she made me go to this thing. Was it opening night? No,
because I went with
I
went with my friend Jasmine.
It was like the next day or something. It was like insane.
Yeah, because I was constantly at the theater.
Because I went 2 or 3 times too with you. I
went with you a few times. I went by myself. I went with did I go with my mom? I probably took my mom.
You probably forced her, yeah.
And I think I took another friend, but yeah, I was there quite a bit.
So she forced me to go to this one, and before that I watched a little bit of Iron Man. I was like, I don't really like superheroes, and at this point it was after Star Trek, so I was still open to it. So I was like, yeah, I'll go. And that was the first time I was like, oh, that's a cool action movie. And then so I watched it, and I really liked it, but I wasn't really like a fan of or I didn't really like how Chris Evans looked, or like how Sebastian Stan looked, or anything like that. So I was like, and it's okay. Like I like the movie, but nothing I want to not like an eye candy.
And now you're like, oh.
And then so what I picked for the first is Captain America: The First.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, after that, I was like, I need to watch the first movie to really understand what's going on. Because before this, I had no clue about Marvel except Spider-Man, which everybody knows because there's like 10,000 movies about Spider-Man. But I'm like for me, if I like a movie, like I have to like the characters. And for me, I like to know what is the character thinking in this moment? What is the character like wearing when this is happening? Like, I really like characters. So I really like origin stories, and I feel like Captain America was a good origin story, at least from my point of view. Like, he's relatable. Well, kinda. I mean, I'm not that like go fight for my country kind of person, but like fight like she's just like
Well, yeah. I think because, like, for me, with the first one, I like where they're like, oh, do you want to kill Nazis or whatever? And he's like, I don't want to kill anyone. I just don't like bullies. And I was like,
yeah. Like, he just very, like, I don't know, his heart's in the right place. And even, like, in the later movies, I'm like, yeah, I side with Chris Evans, no, Captain America. And he's just one, like, I think he's my second favorite superhero, but like this movie, and I really like how Agent Carter dresses, how Peggy dresses. I really like her, like, goals. So yeah, I just kind of like that look from back then, and like it's a very I don't know. I also like the little romance, but it's not really. Like, they don't do anything. They're just like, oh, let's dance.
I love that though. That's like I love the like. Because I like Pride and Prejudice, so like I like that, like, where you're completely in love with this person, but you barely even touch them.
Yeah. It's like a Japanese drama. Like, they're like, you're gonna kiss in the last episode. There's been like 30. But yeah, so yeah, that was my first movie. I watched it today too.
That one is good, but yeah, I think after I watched Winter Soldier, I got more of an appreciation because I already liked it, but like it wasn't one where I watched constantly. Like, I was always watching like the first Thor and Avengers and like the first Iron Man. I watched Captain America like a couple times, and I always liked Chris Evans from back when it was Fantastic Four and Cellular, because for some reason, I mean, I get me watching Fantastic Four a lot as a child, but I don't know why. Like, I watched Cellular like every freaking day because it was on. We had pay-per-view like for free somehow, and it just played movies, and it always played Cellular. So there was every single day as a young child watching this.
I did watch Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
that was a good movie, but I didn't like him. I was like, wow, what a.
No, I was out. Ooh, flame on.
No,
I was there for him.
I was like, what's that girl's name? I already forgot. Jessica Alba. I'm like, wow, she's pretty. I'll watch it for her because she's cool. But yeah, I was like, the dudes are like, but now I'm like, Chris Evans.
Yeah. I feel like he's great. He's a great guy. Yep.
And going off of that, my favorite actors.
Are we? Which way are we going? I need to think of two of them. Which way are we going?
We can start with the first one.
Okay.
Is it the same?
We went down last time, but we can go. We can go one to whatever this time. So this one, I mean, for me, because I don't really know who else was going to be in my favorite yet, honestly. Yeah. But number one, without a doubt, is Cillian Murphy, who I do think, for me personally, you know, this is opinion based.
I don't know who that is, FYI.
He was. I'm trying to think of what you would know him from. He was Scarecrow in Batman Begins with Christian Bale. He was in Dunkirk. What have you watched? Yeah, he was the Shivering Soldier, the one that they found. The one that they found.
Oh, like Harry Styles? Is that Harry Styles?
No. Oh. So, you know, there's the like Barry and the blonde boy with the dad on the boat.
I don't remember anything.
Anyways, Cillian Murphy is my favorite actor. Okay. I personally think he's like the greatest actor, but I think he's very, very underrated, which, I mean, obviously she doesn't know that many people. Like I said, she's gonna forget names, but
you're like, I know Chris Evans.
He's in Peaky Blinders, but you haven't watched that. But no. He's in Peaky Blinders. I just think he's gorgeous, first of all, but he's phenomenal. When I first saw him in Batman Begins, and I was like, 11 when that movie came out, and on sight I was like, I'm in love with this man. And then like a little bit later, I think it was the same year Red Eye came out, and I was scared. I wasn't going to watch it, but every time I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, I was like, this man owns my heart. And now we're here like 15 years later, and I'm like, this man owns my heart. I've seen everything except like a couple movies where he just has a really small part, but he's like one of the only people that I've seen like basically every single thing he's been in. There was like Cold Mountain and The Girl with the Pearl Earring, and I think he's only in it for like a short time, but I've watched everything else. And yeah, he's in some movies that are not that great, but I think he
who isn't
true. I think he's always though doing the best, like out of the cast and everything. I think he's always got the best performance, even when it's a movie that, you know, he doesn't have as much to work with, or, you know, it's not the best script, or, you know, whatever. But he's amazing. And I would like, you know, when, you know, down the line, because I don't think this is going to be strictly reviews, so I would like to do something where we kind of go into more of his movies, or, you know, more of our favorite actors. But he's in Sunshine. Another one of my favorite movies called Breakfast on Pluto. So those ones I would like to talk about down the line. But yeah, Cillian Murphy, if you're out there, you're not going to listen to this. I love you.
Slide into the DMs.
He's married and has kids,
Never
but
mind.
I'm always here. I am always here.
Never mind. Okay, well, I don't really have favorite actors because, like Ashley said, I don't remember anyone. I don't remember anyone's names. Like, I don't, you know, whatever. So I picked Chris Evans. That was the first one. Yeah,
I don't. He's probably on mine too.
Yeah,
he's probably gonna be one of mine.
I just, I really liked him in well, obviously Captain America. Like that's the perfect role for him. But which also ties into my second favorite actor, which is McKenna Grace, the little girl in Gifted.
Okay.
I like when I first saw that movie, I was like, oh my god,
she's in everything.
Like she's so good. Yeah, she is in everything. But like, I don't like child actors because like. They're so cringe for the most part for me.
I mean, I feel like the child actors from when we were children are, but like child actors now are like, well, I mean, they're that's also true. Acting like they're like 20 years old sometimes. Yeah. And I'm like concerned, but
that's true. But yeah, like for her, like that movie Gifted, I was like, oh, this is so great. Like I like that their chemistry together, and so yeah, those two are like my top two. Yeah, so
I would probably put. Just because, like, again, like, I like a lot of actors, but I'm like, Cillian is definitely the top. But I think Chris Evans would probably be one of the choices as well. Yeah. Because he has kind of been the actor that I've probably followed for a very long time. Even with, like, was it Not Another Teenage Movie or whatever? That stupid thing.
The stupid whipped cream.
Yeah. Because I watched that when I was way too young for that, probably.
Oh, I watched it a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah, no, because I have my sister and stuff, so I saw that.
I had Hillary Duff. Not as
I should not have watched as many things as I did when I was younger, but whatever. I was only scarred by like Terminator and Starship Troopers, so never mind.
I watched it when I was younger.
That was just always on ABC Family, and it terrified me
Yeah.
because I was trying to switch between Nickelodeon and Disney Channel, and Disney was like 57 and Nickelodeon was 63.
I see.
And
it's in
ABC
between,
Family was 62. And every time I tried to switch the channel, it was on. And I was like, oh my
Was
God.
it the shower scene every time?
It was
just blood everywhere.
It was the fortune cookie scene.
Okay. Well, that
And
part's
like the
scary,
balloon scene in the library.
too. Oh,
It was
okay.
always those parts. And I was like, oh my God. Anyways.
Yeah. Sorry, you're off
No,
topic.
you're fine. But yeah, I think Chris Evans is one that I've been like, I followed for a long time in my own life.
Yeah. You said you watched a lot of his movies.
But I really like Snowpiercer. That's one of my like other favorite
that's
movies.
a good
and
one.
he's so good in that.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the is Defending Jacob, the one we were talking about earlier.
I
Haven't
wanted to watch
that
it,
yet.
but I didn't have time. I've been watching. Oh, I will talk about it later. But yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
But yeah, I would probably put him in there.
Yeah.
He's done good.
I like most of the movies he's been in is pretty good.
Yeah, for some reason I really like the What's Your Number, that one with Anna Faris, or
Yeah.
like, that
I
movie's
saw that.
it's pretty like cheesy and stuff, but like I said, I'm
Yeah.
there for the rom-coms. I was like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah, I watched that like last year. It was cute. Yeah, I like that movie.
Yeah.
Do you want to do third, or do you want me to do third first?
I guess I can go back to you.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one I chose because I couldn't think of anybody else. And my mom loves him and made me watch some movies. It's Tom Hanks.
Okay, I was like when you said your mom was all
Yeah.
I noticed.
I'm not like a big Tom Hanks, like I'm not gonna be like I'm watching every single movie with him, but like the ones that my mom forced me to watch, like Forrest Gump or like Castaway. Is it Big? Was he in that one?
Yeah, he's in Big.
He's in a lot of movies, and
Yeah.
Toy Story. But yeah, I just like he's also like a very nice, like chill guy. I feel like.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really know him outside of the Hanks at the end of Twitter. Like,
I know. That's so I love
cute.
that though. It's so cute.
Yeah, like he's like, I think he's a good actor. Like from what I've seen, especially Forrest Gump. That's such a different role, I feel like, to play. Like out of everything he's done, you're just like, what?
And my favorites from him, and this is one of my favorite movies as well, would be like, at least for like romance movies, is You've Got Mail. It's him and Meg Ryan, and that movie, just the FOX. I don't know, that movie I watched a lot again. Me and my mom watched that one a lot. But then I also really like The Terminal, where he's like stuck in the airport. It's so good. It's got Diego Luna in it, and I adore Diego Luna.
Another actor she likes.
Yes,
You'll find out she likes a lot.
There's
of
like an
actors.
endless list.
Yeah, which is probably why she's having a hard time.
I know, because I'm like, who do I say?
You know what I was
third
thinking
one?
for you? I was thinking of that guy from Stranger Things, Hopper.
Oh, David
But, like,
Harbour.
Probably not third though, huh?
I like David Harbour a lot. I love Stranger Things. We're massive Stranger Things fans, so whenever the fourth season does come up, we'll probably have a quite a long podcast on that.
Yes.
I do like him, but I don't think for like best actors. Sorry, dude, if you hear this, like, wow.
He won't hear this,
I don't
don't
think I
worry.
would choose him, especially like not that high up. At least there's gonna be like quite a few, because I
At
don't
least
know.
20 before.
I feel weird like if I say all men as well, because I'm like, geez. But like, because I like Tom Hiddleston a lot.
That's true.
But I think currently I really like Florence Pugh and Samara Weaving. So Florence from is Midsummer, Fighting with My Family, Little
Is she
Women.
from Little? Okay.
Yeah,
I
she's
haven't
Amy.
seen that, but I see Twitter.
Yeah, I really like her, and I really like Samara Weaving, who is in Ready or Not, and that was like my favorite movie from last year. So I'm excited to see like what else she does. I've watched like a few of hers. She was in Guns Akimbo, which I think I'm pretty sure there was like kind of controversy with the director. It was a while ago, so when I watched
feel like
it
there's
now.
so much controversy, it's hard to keep up.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's been. I feel like this week's been crazy, especially like the fandoms I'm in, and then the stuff about like Ansel Elgort, which I was never like.
There was something else.
Well, did you see the stuff that came out about him like a couple days ago?
We can talk about later.
Yeah, so it's been a crazy week, but I like both of them. I think Florence is great. I also like Zoe Kravitz a lot. And she's just really pretty.
She is.
But I'm very excited for her to be Catwoman. I think she's gonna, like, for me, like, she looks like perfect to for the role of Selena Kyle.
Hopefully
Fight me
the
on it.
movie better.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited. I think Robert Pattinson's gonna do a great job as well, and Paul Dano, I don't know how to say his last name, is gonna be the Riddler in it. So I'm very, very excited to see how it goes. But yeah, so one of them, I don't know. Okay. Killian's the top. The other ones are like
choose one.
The other one's like somebody.
Like. Yeah. It's somebody that's not Hopper or whatever that guy's name.
It's a mess. Like
okay, and then we'll move on to, I guess. Oh, we got 2 more sections to go, but this one's like your quarantine binge. What have you been watching?
So this one kind of started a little bit before quarantine, before everything got really crazy. I was watching Tangled like every day, and then that just continued.
That's
through.
Mine too.
And it was kind of perfect because everyone like did like the conspiracy theories where she's the girl locked in the tower, and it's the Corona's the city, the kingdom.
Yeah.
So I watched that a lot, and I've been watching X-Men First Class like every day as well, and that's my favorite X-Men movie. But that one I love X-Men First Class. It's so good. James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, I don't know, everyone says his name a different way, are great in it.
I hate Magneto.
Huh?
I said I hate Magneto.
Magneto is one of my favorite Marvel characters.
No. He's the worst.
My favorite X-Men character. I'm gonna get a tattoo of Magneto.
I will say, I liked him in the comics, but I hated him in the movie. I was like, I hate this guy. I told Ashley, I was like, no, he needs to die. Someone needs to kill him.
No.
But yeah. Is that it? Have you been watching
those are the ones that I'm kind of like hyper fixated on. I watched Peaky Blinders a couple times over.
Okay.
And then everything else is I've been like watching like a couple YouTubers like who do Disney stuff.
Okay.
So nothing else has been like
super binge.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I Tangled. Duh. I just like the mother.
Oh yeah.
That song.
I like the oh. I like that part so much.
yeah. I do that part by myself in my room every day. And then Frozen 2, I binged that movie a lot. Yeah, I just love Kristoff. I'm like,
oh, me too.
I wish Kristoff was real and like my age. But yeah. And then this last one, Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, true.
I watched the whole series yesterday. And I watched part of it today, and then I've just been watching it every single day, and then like it's part of my workout routine.
Oh, that's like me and Stranger Things, though.
Yeah,
I did watch that once during so far.
I was going to, but I'm like, nah, Avatar, because it's such a good show.
I love Zuko.
Yeah. I love everybody.
Yeah,
except Azula. I don't like Azula. I know a lot of people like Azula, but I'm not here for her. She's crazy. Okay,
I feel that.
You feel that, like you feel.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is the last part. Just what is your anticipated movie out of quarantine? Which I don't know when it's gonna be.
It's Tenet, and right now Christopher Nolan is like looking like he's gonna make me risk my life to go out to see it. As soon as the like trailer, like not even the trailer, the little teaser that came out last year, where all it was John David Washington in the like little oxygen mask, and then all it said was Tenet, and I was like, yes, I have to watch this. I gotta go. And then like the actual trailer came out, and I've just been so excited for it. I really love Christopher Nolan. I love John David Washington. I was massive fan of BlacKkKlansman, which should have got Best Picture, but at least it got Best Adapted Screenplay. And it's got Robert Pattinson, and I don't remember her first name. I think it might be Elizabeth Debicki, and she was in The Night Manager with Tom Hiddleston and Hugh Laurie, and I really liked her in that. So I'm very excited for this. It was supposed to come out I think July 17th, and they pushed it to July 31st, but they're still planning to have it come out in theaters.
Oh, really? Yeah, they're open now, huh?
I think they're starting to. I don't know if they're open in our city. Are they?
Oh,
I don't think they're open here yet, but they're starting to open.
By the way, we live in Arizona, where it's like I heard it's the
It's
worst,
the-
number one
we're
worst in the
hotspot
world
now.
right
yeah.
now.
So they opened us back up like the weekend before Memorial Day or something, and
Yeah.
all you saw was like everyone at the bars,
Yeah.
and it's bad
It's
here.
crazy, yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'm scared about too. I'm like, do I drive to like California or somewhere to watch this movie, like where I feel safer? Do I buy every seat in the movie theater? Because I feel like it's a
Yeah.
movie that I feel like they're not gonna do like the video on demand thing that they've been
No,
doing
no,
for some of them,
no.
because like
Or if not,
it's
they're gonna
Christopher
postpone
Nolan.
it. Yeah.
and like this is like a movie that you're supposed to watch like in IMAX,
Mhm.
and it's supposed to be on the big screen, really. And I'm like, you are gonna make me risk it all. Like I'm like, I don't have a good immune system. I live with my mom. Well, my mom lives with me, but she doesn't have a good immune system. Like I'm like, what am I supposed to do? So
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm very excited to see Tenet. That's I've been waiting for it, and I hope I can live after I watch it.
Dang. All right. Well, I'm not as excited as that. So, yeah, but I'm just kind of looking forward to Black Widow because
David Harbour.
yeah,
And Florence Pugh. Hey.
Hey. Yeah, I just like Black Widow as a character. And then another one is The Kingsman.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the
Yes.
whole Kingsman series, I'm just like, yeah, I'm here. Or yeah, but
Yeah, I'm
It's-
excited for that.
I mean, it's probably everybody's probably wanting to see those movies. So
Yeah, I'm excited for those. And then there's like, I don't know when anything's coming out anymore now.
yeah,
Besides Tenet.
yeah. I looked at some of the dates and it's like 2021. I'm like,
Yeah, because like some things like production and stuff has been pushed back, or like, don't know how much they can do for post production.
Mm-hmm.
If everyone's doing work from home to edit these movies or what.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because I wanted the other one that a trailer came out for. I think this was supposed to come out like in April before, but it was like Promising Young Woman, and it's like
I don't know.
the kind of like, you know how like people, guys and like other people will do like kind of like, I think it's like date rape or like take advantage of girls like when they're drunk and stuff.
Yeah.
So like she's like kind of like taking revenge or something, or like like faking to be drunk or something to kind of like catch these people.
Yeah.
There wasn't too much from the trailer, and I didn't really like research it, but it just like looked cool.
Interesting. Yeah.
So I'm like, I want to
Yeah.
see that whenever it comes out. And Quiet Place, oh my gosh, that was the one I got really bummed about.
I hate that movie so much.
I was so
Oh my
sad
God.
because
we had tickets to go, right?
we didn't. No, we didn't have tickets yet.
Oh.
But it was literally like
'cause it got postponed
everything was
right?
going on, and I was like, okay, just let Quiet Place come out and then shut us down. I was like, just let it come out and shut us down. And then they're like, it's pushed back until everyone can watch it together. I'm like, that's really nice, but like I want to watch this movie. And Killian's gonna be in it. Killian is in it. And so like I was already excited when I found out they were doing a second one. And then when the trailer came out and I saw Cillian Murphy like running or whatever, I was like,
I
So I'm
watched
like-
that movie for Ashley because she's like, all right, we're gonna go. So I'm like, all right, I had to watch the first one. And now that movie is like, I was so anxious the whole time. I'm like, I had to pause it at least 10 times because I was like, I can't do this.
It's so good though. And that one has you really like what is Noah Jupe's in it, right?
Yeah.
So
He's my
he's
son.
good.
I
He's
call
good.
him my son. But yeah. Oh, I forgot about him.
Yeah, I was like, I'm surprised you didn't say him.
Yeah. Well, he's probably not my favorite actor.
I know. He's in like everything though. He does really well.
Yes.
He was in The Night Manager too. He was like Hugh Laurie's son in it, and I was like, what?
Oh. Yeah. Anyway, we're getting close to 45 minutes, so we should probably stop. But yeah. Anything you want to say before we...
No. I mean, this is kind of like mainly, I guess, the thing between me and Miranda. So if you're listening, if you've stumbled upon us and you've listened and you liked us, then thanks.
Question mark?
I guess you can do the whole thing where you like hit subscribe, like the video.
We're not sure where we're uploading this. Is probably mostly YouTube.
Yeah, because I looked up some things that looks like right now that'd be probably on YouTube. So sorry if it's like a black screen or whatnot. We'll try to get some imagery up there maybe.
Hopefully some. Yikes.
But
That's
yeah.
my job. Yikes.
I know, I cannot draw.
I hope our voices sound different enough that you could tell which one's talking.
I I feel like you can. I'm Ashley. This is my voice again.
And I'm Random, the one that awkwardly laughs at everything. So,
but yeah, maybe you relate to us. Maybe you enjoy it. Maybe you've got nothing better to do.
Us.
But yeah, that's kind of all I got. You know, we're still gonna sit here in my bedroom and do another one because we've got time. But we're gonna stop this one. So anything you wanna say?
No, I'm okay. Yeah, just thanks for listening, and I already forgot my outro. What did I say?
You were like, please find your nearest exit or something.
And get out.
Get
Bye.
Out. All right, bye.